Ayling-Ellis stars in the new BritBox series Code of Silence. Thank you so much for your time today.
No, thank you. Thank you for being me.
Let's discuss, first working with writer and director Catherine Moulton on the process of creating the character of Allison.
Yes, I was involved in this project about 2 or 3 years before it started filming. I didn't even have a script, and they sent me this treatment, and it was just talking about lip reading. I thought, oh no, not another one. But then of a lip reading, solving, being a superhero, saving the day, because that's not what a lip reading is like. So, but because Kat is going deaf herself, she's lip read all her life. She's written down with a subtitle, which is what you're going to see in your show, of it started off not clear, you maybe get 1 or 2 words, and then you're filling in the gap. And I thought, yes, finally, someone get what lip reading is. And I said, yes, and then I was involved from then onwards.
Let's talk a little bit about the role of Allison. She obviously has her own challenges, but she's supporting her mom. She's working 2 jobs, and now she's taking on this criminal organization that no one else at the station can.
And now she's so busy. She's got so much stuff to do. And I think that's the thing. I think why she was so drawn with working with the police, because she didn't really want to work in the canteen, in the bar. I mean, nothing wrong with that job, but she wanted more for herself. And I think that's why she got so drawn into the police world.
And obviously, too, you think of, some of these British iconic series, you think of Sherlock Holmes, you think of Doctor Who, you think of all this. Did you ever imagine that you could see yourself in a role, similar to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite iconic to be in a British show that is so detective. We have so many, but yet we not really have a deaf person leading the show after how many years we've seen all the detective shows. So, yeah, it feels special.
The series has already premiered in the UK. We just got the first 2 episodes here in the US. Talk a little bit about some of the maybe unexpected reaction you've gotten to the series so far.
Oh, it's been such a good reaction. I feel a lot of the reaction were they feel so entertained by it and want to binge watch and couldn't stop watching it. And they're persuaded by Alison, and they love the romance between Alison and Liam. So there's going to be more of that. So I think that's what really drawn a lot of people to this show. And it's quite nice. It's a detective, but it's also romantic. So yeah.
Yeah, that was that. You led me right into my next question. Connecting and working with Kieran Moore, who plays Liam in the series. And we talk a little bit about the process as you're working through the script and the magic we got to see on screen.
Oh, it's been brilliant because we obviously we really worry about who's going to play Liam, because obviously it can make or break the show. Your chemistry has to work on the show. And then we saw his tape and we thought, oh, he's really good. But we actually never had chemistry tests before we started filming. And normally you do that because, but he came on the first day, and then we did that very difficult scene, which is the end of episode 3 on our first day. And I think perhaps not having chemistry test worked really well, because both of us were really panicking, hoping that our chemistry was going to be good enough. So we worked so hard, and it worked. It paid off.
That is, it definitely does pay off, and it's nice to have those 2 parts to the series. Obviously, the detective part, and also the the romantic part, that we also want to follow in the series. Let's talk about a little bit about the rest of the cast, and really leading this. You and Catherine really leading this project, and really what that's meant for you now that people have already started to see it here, back in the UK, and then as in the US as well.
Yeah, I really realizing that if you're going to represent disabled or deaf people into the show, it needs to come from the top, spreading down to the rest of the crew. And the fact that we have 3 disabled people as a executive producer, it really does make such a big difference. We have Bryony, who's in a wheelchair, Kat, and then me as well. And we brought in the crew, and we set up to be the most accessible crew ever. So we had ramps everywhere, and we made sure that every single department have someone who is deaf, disabled, or neurodiverse in every department. We have women got visual impairment into the costume. So we have color-coded paper and just a tiny, tiny little chain. And because of that, so some guys on the film crew is that actually I got a really bad back. That is the part of accessibility and disability. So we give them a shirt so they can sit down. And because it became such a lovely environment where everyone actually cared each other, everyone put in the time to make sure everyone feels seen, and it made everyone really want to put in so much work, and they worked so hard. So I think it's important to have it from the top because it does spread downward.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing what that work environment was like in the back. I mean, it definitely reflects what we get to see on our screens as well too. So you see all the hard work, all the teamwork that goes into it. It definitely is reflective of what we get to see.
Exactly. Like the sound department, we have someone who is deaf that working in the sound department, and they put in so much work and they really care and passionate. Like every single department, yeah. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing too, is that you have this environment for adults and this place where adults can be seen. But I want to talk a little bit and tell us a little bit about the kids' books, because obviously, as kids are coming into this, they need a space as well too, and you giving them that platform. Talk a little bit about the work with the books that you're doing.
Yeah, I'm so proud of my book. The books that I feel so important to me is the book about history of communication, which is marvelous messaging, and it's just about education for everyone. That communication is not speaking and listening. It's all about in history how we communicate, how we text. Like a pigeon, they used to be our text messenger and then became our phone. Little things like that. And also we put in a lot of deaf people that is really cool in history, because I think it's important for deaf kids to have different role models, and there isn't enough. And I never had that growing up. So it's nice for me to give that something.
And now you have that platform and you're able to share that with our younger generation. So that is amazing.
Yeah, and hopefully giving them a role model. I wonder what they're going to be when they grow up. They're going to, take on our job,
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll be working alongside them. Let's solve for that. That'll be a project we can work alongside them together.
Yeah,
there.
Exactly. And they could create more projects, That's what we want. We need more people in this industry.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, Rose, thank you so much for your time today. The new BritBox series, Code of Silence, the first 2 episodes are already streaming. Go ahead and check it out. It's a 6-part series. It is amazing. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.